Geeks at the Nerds Table, back at it one more time for an awesome episode. We have an awesome movie to go over. We have to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. Welcome back, people, to Geeks at the Nerds Table. This week, it's time for me. Look, I'm just going to dive right into it. No sense of me like holding on and stretching out this intro. Let's get into it. Here's the panel for tonight. Barry Poole in the building.
Hello there.
Frankie, baby.
Maximum effort.
Guess who's back? Back again. Kev is back.
He has risen, baby girl, and so am I. Oh, it's so good to be back, man. Oh, it's so good.
Yay. Welcome back to Kevin Kev. Spider Kev. This is your crew for this evening or for this day, what time you watch it. But hey, regardless, as always, we like to always tell y'all guys, grab your chairs, pull that thing up to the table. Let's have a conversation tonight. And this time we're going to talk about an awesome movie that we all saw the other day. We all saw on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little bit of time to kind of either, like some of us watched it again, some of us just been analyzing it.
Who got to watch it?
Don't worry about it. But more important, we had, It wasn't me.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. That's okay.
Mike?
No, but I know my buddy Jose saw it twice.
How about that? Hold
Frank?
up.
I didn't get to see it twice. Definitely going to be.
There's people that's part of our crew that went and saw it twice, man. You're making my
You're making it sound like it's someone from that's in this podcast right now. Well, okay.
I'm sorry. Do you want to host? Do you want to go ahead and control everything, Spider Kev?
Let's say it starts with a G and ends with an Orge.
Oh man, it's going to be a battle.
Oh!
Did you miss me?
Always.
I was talking out loud.
That's group chat.
Like we were saying, so it's time for us to go into this show.
I have power too.
I know. I need to take it away from you. Keep this up. All right.
I'm getting dizzy.
Okay.
Man, we're flopping.
Okay. Just so you know, all this will probably be deleted out, but it stays in there. I hate you, Kev. All right, so let's start off.
He loves
so,
him. It's okay.
Like I was saying on Friday, on this past Friday, on release day, on release week, we as a group went and gone to see this awesome movie. Right there in the Chamonix Mall, 9 o'clock IMAX theater. Now, without a doubt, the first thing annoyed the living crap out of us about this movie is not the movie at all.
No.
Mike, I'm going to put it on you. What was the first annoying thing about this movie?
That we didn't get to see it until after 9:40.
And why didn't we see it until after 9:40, Mike?
Commercials, previews again, more commercials. Oh God, what's her name? Michelle Pfeiffer, who does that video thing.
It's Nicole Kidman, isn't it?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. 40 freaking minutes. 40 minutes of commercials on a premium ticket. A premium ticket. You already got my money. You don't need the money from the advertisement. Thank you.
Yo, it was absolutely. That was the worst part too. Is like, come on, I don't care about any of these movies that they're showing on preview. Well, except for Captain America.
Joker.
Yeah, that was probably about it. Captain America, Joker. That was
Joker.
it.
Captain
Yeah.
America, Joker, and Beetlejuice for me.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Oh, I forgot
That's
about
true,
that. That was
Beetlejuice.
so good.
There's three trailers that we actually cared about, and there was like
Hold on.
10 or 12. Like,
1, 2. I've said it twice. If I say it a third time, Beetlejuice. No, he's not. Oh man.
Hey, I'm gonna listen. I'm
I
gonna
mean, there's too much of a pause in between.
You are messing with powers you do not understand.
Worth it.
I'll never forget that scene. He's like, Beetlejuice. He's like, hey, you're messing with powers you do not understand. Are you crazy? Cut off. I'm like, this is a grown ass man. thinking Beetlejuice is real.
But nonetheless, after the horribleness of a million trailers, and it was bad, then finally we heard the song that we all was waiting to hear in excitement, the Marvel theme song.
Oh,
It just what?
I thought you were talking about the NSYNC song.
No, that was right afterwards.
That was right afterwards.
But when the Marvel theme song just start playing, it just hits differently when you waiting for a movie. Finally,
Yeah.
it just
And-
it hits differently.
And what kills me too? We're sitting there, we're all excited, and I was like, "Is someone else singing it?" I thought it was someone behind me,
Right.
But no, it was Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
And go figure, it was Deadpool that was singing along, and he felt the same way that we felt.
He's like, oh, doesn't that theme song make you feel pumped? It's so good to be back.
So
Okay, before we start, what was everyone's favorite quote? Everyone has a favorite line or quote from this movie. I have
so many, man.
Are we jumping right into spoilers?
yeah. Okay.
Borderline.
Spoilers, people. Spoilers. If you have not seen it, come back and watch us after you've seen the movie. We're talking spoilers. Mike, please.
All right. I don't remember the exact verbatim, but it was there's only one blade.
And then Deadpool with the
Oh, we knew what they were doing. We knew what they were doing.
exactly. That was a perfect plug and the perfect answer to our dying question. So
Did it? I'm still asking.
really? Asking for what?
Well, we'll talk about that in a later podcast.
Oh Jesus! Here we go. Frank, what was your favorite line in the movie?
I'm gonna have to go with the "You were never the right one."
You yes.
Yeah, the 22 for Wolverine. You were never the right one. I think that hits so deep and so right, and it's perfect.
And that was X-23 telling that to Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. If it wasn't like any of the real X-Men group that he was with, it had to be her.
Yeah, but it hits so deep. It's just like that's Wolverine. He's never the right guy, but at the same time, he is the right guy.
Yeah.
And that hit so hard, Pauls, because of the significance, obviously, of the relationship of her and her father. You know what I mean? Like, if you go back and remember Logan, yeah, he wasn't the right one. It's like he wanted nothing to do with this little girl. It was just like, fine, take her with her. Yeah, it's fine. We'll take her where she got to go. Fine. Like he was fighting, trying to get close to this girl by all means. So yeah, like he was not the right one. That would make that line so powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Kev, what was your favorite line? Since you're the one to ask that weird question.
How is that a weird question?
I'm just.
Was it weird?
I gotta give you all the licks. I saw that, Frank. I gotta give you all the licks that haven't been giving you like the
Pause.
last month. So is that pause moment? Okay, whatever.
Okay. It's honestly a tie for what I said earlier when we thought they died, and all you hear is in the background, "He has risen, baby girl," and the guy's like, "Damn it!" And then the other one was goes to the camera. "Suck it, Fox. I'm going to Disneyland."
Oh, that reminds me. I didn't look it up. I wonder if somebody's actually counted the amount of F-bombs were in that movie.
Oh, probably somebody did.
Because that was...
An honorable mention, honestly, was at the end with his nice Deadpool. Quick, how quick can you regenerate? Regenerate? He's just like, and always sees Wolverine. You are Jesus' dumbest person.
Okay, so just in case you didn't realize, Kev, I didn't give my answer, and I just knew that you was just about to go ahead and give it. I'm like, no, he's about to take it. So my favorite line was, "Say it with me, you're not going to die."
You are going to live. I'm going to live.
You're
Blood just
going
coming
to
out of-
live.
I'm gonna live. And what killed me was he's dragging him along, and he stops. He's like, "Why'd you stop?" He's like, "Oh, you're just so heavy. I'm tired." Meanwhile, Wolverine's holding dog bull, and he shows them. They're like, "Oh, hold your fire!" And he's just like,
Nobody wants to kill Dogbull.
Yo, his face looking at him as he was walking by was like, "Yeah, I wish y'all would."
I mean, even if they could, it wouldn't do nothing.
Oh,
man.
Oh, that was great.
Okay, yeah. So those are great lines. Okay, but now, what was your favorite scene in the movie?
Oh man,
Mm.
it was on. Oh my god, I would say for me, it's another tie with the opening scene, with him using Wolverine's skeleton as a weapon to kill all those men.
Oh,
It's
Yeah, I
just the
feel
way
like-
he did it.
That's gonna be like a YouTube clip for life. Like,
On
Yes.
TikTok, all
Yeah.
you see is him dancing. That's all people using memes of him dancing.
Like, you got like the intro to Watchmen, you got like the intro to like the Dark Knight, you got the intro to whatever, and then people are gonna be like, and then the intro to Deadpool 3.
Intro to Deadpool.
Yep, it's up there.
oh my
Yeah.
god, it was so good.
Yo,
And just the creative ways he did it. Just taking a ribcage, throwing at someone, using his fingers as darts, throwing at somebody, using
And
his
the whole
leg as a
dance.
nunchuck.
yes.
It's the whole NSYNC dance.
Well,
Oh my
that
god, it was so good.
was that him that actually did it? That's
Yeah.
what I'm curious about.
No, it was a influencer who made that move up, and they brought him in and did it.
Okay, good. But I say it's like Ryan Reynolds is good. I didn't know he was going to be that good. Like, whoa, he did all that. Okay,
Yeah. And then the second one for me.
there's no
was,
second one. Can we have one
I
first?
said it's a tie. Damn it! I said it's a tie.
Go ahead,
Go
Kev.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, you said it now. Say it.
You guys, go ahead.
Hold on. I just forgot about it.
Go ahead, Mike. Go
I
ahead,
kind
Mike.
of got
That's what we
two, but
Jack Dale too. Go ahead.
I'll boil it down to one sequence of sequences,
Okay.
and that would be Deadpool like gathering the Wolverines, where we got Little, and I swear I was like the first person to laugh in the theater when like little tiny Wolverine came out.
Yeah, by like
just a
milliseconds.
And then we got
What
we
killed
got
me-
we got
what
the
killed
cover.
me with that scene is he jumps down. He's like, wow, look at you, little guy. Look at you, mate. Would you hold the landing? Look at you, you comic accurate
Comic accurate
king.
Wolverine. Yeah, with that you got the brown Claremont suit. You got
Apocalypse.
what is the Age of Apocalypse was in there. You got the Wolverine on the cross. You got and then
Patch.
yeah, Patch was in it too. Yeah, I forgot about
Patch.
that. And Hulk, like that whole thing, like again, talk about like a sequence that like rivals a Wolverine sequence. Like put that up against the war intro from the first solo movie.
I don't know if y'all caught it, but when he went to the Earth where Wolverine was fighting the Hulk, did you hear what Deadpool said when he turned around to the Hulk?
No.
He said, "I am Marvel Jesus, you dull creature," and he was about to quote Loki, but he said, "I am Marvel Jesus, you dull creature." He smacks him.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that whole thing, and then of course with the capper with the cameo of cameos with
that
Cavill.
no one saw coming. I didn't see it coming.
No,
I did not see that coming.
Being like an old like Wizard magazine guy, like I thought it was going to be Glenn Danzig, but I'm happy it was Henry Cavill.
What?
You know, I'm happy it's Henry Cavill as well, because that means we're not getting Henry Cavill as Wolverine. That can put that to an end.
You can put it to bed.
It's
Just
literally the example of John Krasinski as Reed Richards. It's just a one-time thing for the fans, and that's it.
Yep.
Just to piss Larry off, I don't think we're going to get him as Dr. Doom now either.
I was about to say, Mike, you beat me to the damn punch. I was going to say that too.
But yeah, no, that was my favorite scene. And then the most emotional one was the ending with them hanging out. Bye, Larry.
Larry's leaving.
Larry.
And then there were three.
Bye, Larry. Hello, Larry.
He's back again.
Oh man,
Frankie baby, what was your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say the actual fight scene with all of our cameo friends, like that first fight scene there. That probably actually is my favorite scene, because you got Gambit, you got everybody, you got all these cameos that you set up to literally have the big fight scene and let them just tear into everybody, which also showed how much they were controlling what got released, because we seen that scene, but yet we didn't see who all was in the fight. They pulled that close.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was awesome. You know, seeing Gambit actually fight, seeing Elektra, you know, she looked good for being Elektra so many years later. Like, damn, works out perfect. Seeing Blade just tear into people. You know.
When he threw it like the Bladerang thing, like, oh come on, I'm so happy they did that.
You got the rage out of 23, you know, seeing her actually go crazy and fight like, you know, a Wolverine. It was awesome.
She still got it after these years.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I wanted to see more of her rage, to be honest with you. I thought they kind of tempered her down. Hopefully they're just kind of like just hiding or just keeping, you know, her under wraps because they had something majorly planned for her. But it's like that rate. Well, hold on. She did have one of the best scenes that me as a comic book fan, I've never thought will be possible. Her basically cutting off the Achilles.
Chopped off his whole foot.
And then cut off his head.
And then chopped off his head. I didn't think that was ever possible.
And then what kills me was we seen it earlier with Wolverine cutting off Sabretooth's head. Like father, like daughter.
Yep. I'm so glad that scene was fast. It wasn't a long, prolonged fight. Like it was, I'm just going to kill you now.
Really? I kind
Time!
of wanted more of a
You look ridiculous.
yeah.
You've been waiting 20 years for this
You guys
fight.
been waiting for this?
And once again, one of my favorite parts in the trailers and in that movie. Oh my god!
We're talking about.
Oh my god! I'm going to react that way to something one day. Oh, I can't wait. Obviously, I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, well, did you give your
I
favorite?
did not.
Okay, go for it.
We need
I got a
Larry.
question- I got a group question afterwards.
Yes.
And one of my favorite scenes in the movie has everything to do with my title and my name.
Yes.
When
Say it, baby.
when that man showed up and
I
they played
called
the
before the
music.
movie.
Actually, you did, but we also, if you remember, Frank,
Yep.
I also called almost exactly that scene.
Almost,
in our
yeah.
last
Pretty
podcast.
close. Yeah.
I said the show Mr. Evans, and then played the Captain America music in the background,
Mm-hmm.
and then it says it's time to go, and it's like, all right, he's ready, and then in the movie, Deadpool's like,
Oh my god.
Avengers,
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna say it.
Hold on.
Avengers.
Avengers! Fireball! I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
You can
they
leave
played that perfectly too. Because did you all
it
notice
looks so
the
good.
like outer cloak and colors and everything that he was wearing? They
The blue and
literally
red.
played it up, teed it up with like the red armbands and like everything else to burn away, and him be actually the Human Torch.
And it looked good too. I mean, the CGI, we come a long way from what, 2006? 2005? What?
Four?
2004?
Yeah, something like that.
2004?
Been a long
2005?
time.
So it looked great, man. Just a little like couple seconds of just him flying was just great.
and then having Pyro just absorb all the fire from him,
yeah.
like
And I was
I'm
like-
the king of fire over here right now. So
I'm sitting there. I'm like, so did he just take his power? So he just can't go back to.
no, he just absorbed the fire.
Yeah, it's
Hold them
the
down.
ultimate, like, who's the worst person to put Wolverine against? Magneto. Who's the worst person to put Human Torch against? Pyro. Because he can literally just suck the power, the fire out of him, and then like, okay.
And then he died. And he's like, not my favorite Chris. You got him murdered. Hey, we're all grieving.
Oh, you know what? To continue on that circle, Frank, Mike, it's just like who's the perfect one to go against Superman? Well, that would actually be Black Adam. There's magic. See?
Mm.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
See? Bam! DC is back, baby. Bam, bam. Okay, so back to Marvel.
Nobody cares about DC right now. We're talking about Deadpool, Wolverine.
No bad.
Marvel is on fire.
Finally.
Well,
Agreed.
Johnny wasn't. He just melted. Like, oh my
That
god.
was so fast. I blinked and all I see was a skeleton. I'm like, what?
How she just straight melted him was crazy though. But and which makes for that the after credit scene to be so hilarious to go like, hold on, he actually did say all that?
Everything. Oh man.
I don't know. I still think it's a little BS, but that's just me.
Now, what was you gonna say, Mike, before I cut you off? And I'm sorry.
The only thing I can think of is there's a really good episode of the Justice League Unlimited where Superman fights Shazam, and it's fucking amazing.
Anyway,
I think it's called like the Battle of the Titans. It's 20 minutes. It's pure genius. Watch it.
And you're welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
Anyway.
all right. One of the most important parts before we get back into like, the vibe and the feel of the movie and what y'all guys think about the future. Mike, I know you looked up all the intricate information when it comes to
Box office. Yes.
office. Can you please tell us how much this movie has made?
All right.
So
I'm gonna derail my question because I had another one, but I'll save it for later. So we're gonna go with domestic. How much do we think this movie made domestic? We're gonna go over under $175 million.
Over.
Barry?
Over.
I'm gonna say way over.
It's like 250.
Over under $225 million.
Over.
Domestic.
Over.
Domestic over.
211.
211.
Yes, for domestic
Okay.
opening. But
Oh,
what's interesting, well, we're going to go worldwide now. Over under $300 million.
Over.
Yes.
over.
Way over. Yeah.
Yes.
I-
We're going to go with 444 million worldwide. So
Are you asking us? Or that's what it is.
yeah, 444 million worldwide for the opening.
440, which that's about par.
So what
50%
is interesting about
50%
that
worldwide.
is it is the highest domestic opening since. Do we want to take a guess? Kevin?
Highest.
Frozen 2.
No.
No, it was for R-rated movie, correct?
No. Highest domestic opening since No Way Home.
Okay. That's why you said that.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the highest opening for an R-rated movie. And do we want to take a guess at where this lands on the highest opening of all time?
8.
I'll probably say
Highest opening.
top 5. So let's say 4.
I'm going 5.
Sixth highest opening of all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Right
crazy.
there.
And the year in the summer of 2024, I think is huge news.
Yeah.
It's been a bad year.
Yeah.
I think-
Inside Out 2 made a lot of money.
Yeah,
but I think it goes
look at
to
everything
show
that's
that
in it.
They'll make that kind of money.
Now Inside Out. What was their box? I'm just curious.
I
Just
don't
out of
know.
curiosity. Just kind of compare.
I know they hit over $1 billion. I think they passed Frozen for the highest
They did.
animated box office movie of all time.
So speaking
Inside
of
Out or Inside Out 2?
speaking
Inside Out.
Out 2.
speaking
Inside Out
of
too.
the $1 billion club here, the big $1 billion club, every movie it's like number 8 and above on that highest opening of all time has made over $1 billion. So we'll see.
Oh, they're on track for $1 billion easy. They made half of it this weekend alone.
Mhm.
And then you still have tons of people that didn't go first weekend that next month is going to make $1 billion easy.
And there's
Easy.
probably people that are going to see it more than once.
Yeah, I think the word of mouth is going to give this movie legs, which is
Absolutely.
what I think so many movies of this summer has needed. And
The
like,
only
nothing
thing
about
that's
it.
going to stall it is a hard R. So if for some reason you've watched this review without care for spoilers and are thinking about going to see it, know that it is a hard R. This is not take your kids to it. There are over 100 F words. The gory scenes, we started off with Deadpool just taking out 20, 30 guys brutally too. So it is a hard R. Just know that going into it.
it was when they got back to the beginning where he got the claws stuck into 2 guys, right?
Hey, Wolverine's tough.
That was when they went back, right?
It's when they went back to the real time because that's what they did the first 3 movies. That's the memo. It's him doing something crazy in the beginning, and then he goes back to give us a flashback of what's going on and how he got where he is, and it goes back to the right time.
Okay, so just and it's difficult. I was about to use another word that's going to be a Paul's word. It's difficult to identify worldwide when it comes to Inside Out 2, but domestically, the opening weekend was $154,201,673.
Opening domestically?
Uh-huh.
You said million?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, 154 million.
Yeah, you figure it was the big Pixar movie of the summer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a sequel that's well beloved.
Yeah.
And
Which is also crazy to say. This is 2 Disney movies. Like, Disney is not worrying about whether they can actually bring in the box office. And I think these 2 movies prove for them, yeah, they can. And I think that signals to everybody else, you can still shoot for a huge box office.
I think what it
Also,
proves
too,
is
next-
Disney might be scared to bring in like new IP and not a sequel for bringing in that.
But
kind
that's
of
the
money.
thing, though. The next 2 years is going to be crazy for Disney as well because you got all Marvel. Frozen 3 is coming out in 2 years, and we talked about how crazy 2026 is with all the animated stuff.
I think Frozen 1 is the highest grossing animated thing of all time.
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not
Inside
anymore.
Out 2. Inside Out 2, just beat them.
Even like with all the merchandise and everything.
I think so.
I don't know about merchandise.
That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
no,
I think
yeah.
Frozen is like the most profitable animated thing of all time.
Point taken. Point taken. Like that's not. Yeah, that's more than just box office. We're talking
Yeah.
about like how many billions of dollars.
Merchandise. The kids love it.
Well,
Yeah.
but you can't compare that yet. You don't know the staying power of Inside Out yet.
Yeah.
It's not.
It
as
just
high as
came
Frozen.
out.
But who
It's
doesn't
not
love
gonna be
a
as fast as
talking
Frozen.
snowman that loves warm hugs?
Yo, you got a
No,
problem with
I'm-
Olaf, man?
No, I love
My-
Olaf.
Oh, good.
He's
I
one of
remember
our personalities.
We got that reference in Deadpool.
Yeah, we did.
I would love to build a snowman.
But I can't.
She's like, do you want to do cocaine? No, Kevin Feige told us we cannot say those things.
$295 million is what Inside Out 2 made worldwide opening weekend. So Deadpool crushed it by almost 200 million. Well, 150 million. Rounding. Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy. So, I mean, the movie was hyped up, but it was worth every bit of hype that we got. It was crazy.
Crazy.
Again, that proves to Marvel you got to hype your stuff. You know, they didn't roll out the hype train for a lot of the movies in the last couple years, and they were lackluster.
The movie sucked. They knew not to highlight it.
Yeah, they sucked. But still, think about how much. I was talking about this at work with some coworkers saying, is it really a great movie if it makes $1 million opening weekend? Or is that just the hype of it? People were bought in not knowing what this movie was going to be. Regardless whether it was a good movie or not, they had our money already. It's the hype train that did it.
A few Jackman's Wolverine and Deadpool together.
Exactly.
There it is right there.
Now,
when you have the preview of like, hey, you guys remember Captain Marvel? We made it worse. Like, it's not going to sell tickets.
okay, realistically, seriously, if we would have heard, because we would have heard all this stuff before we went out to the movie, if we would have heard a week before the movie was released that they had a bunch of test runs and the people was not feeling the movie, do you think they would have had all that money because of hype? I don't think so. They would have just been trashing Marvel, and then next thing you know, you have, well, they probably would have made money, but that wouldn't have made what it did. I mean, it was the hype train, like you said, Frank, and it was the reality of like, yo, the movie's actually good. People are saying this movie is like amazing. Go and watch it, and that's what you got.
You also have the arguably historically two of the biggest Marvel characters of all time. You talk to a guy like me, like Captain America, Iron Man, they're B-list, like they were. Like,
I've been
you
saying
have,
that for the longest time.
Wolverine and Deadpool. You go to any convention for the last 20 years, you find 72 Deadpools, guaranteed. And you take them and you put them together, and it's guaranteed lightning in a bottle.
With the idea and hope that you was going to see more X-Men in there too, which would have been more A-listers.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after the whole hype of, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but that's it. We ain't getting no more. No copyrights here. All right, so so after the hype of X-Men 97, family, like now we have the what the possibilities of what this movie was going to be. Yo, what happened? Here's my questions. And this would be a really good question for y'all guys as well. Who are y'all surprised was not in the movie? For me, it was Cyclops. I could have sworn I saw shots of the Bull being in this movie.
Not that wasn't it. I would go opposite. I would go Jean.
Okay.
Oh man, that hurts. Yeah.
Because me and Frank were talking about when we're leaving the theater and going home. Like we were thinking, like, what did Wolverine do that made him mess up so bad in his universe? Me and Frank thought the same thing. We thought it was a storyline where Sinister tricked Wolverine into killing all the X-Men.
It was oh god, when all the villains teamed up against him, and I think it was Mysterio made Wolverine think that all the X-Men in the mansion were the villains, and like he went berserker barrage, and then like the illusion got taken away, and it was, you know, all the X-Men. What was that?
Yeah. That's the introduction to the Wastelands series. They have it's Sinister's plan, but they have Mysterio. They have all the villains like team up, and they had basically they had all the villains
old man
to get all of the Avengers and everybody, all the good guys, to the X Mansion, and then have Mysterio make Wolverine go berserk and think that all the villains were attacking, and it was just all the Avengers, all of the Fantastic Four, all the heroes that he slaughtered. I'm honest that's what we didn't see too. That we didn't see a cameo of all the X-Men with that as like a memory.
But also, you know, with me, because I mean, the old X-Men, even in the cartoon, we knew that Wolverine has a crush on Jean, and I thought it would fit the storyline. But that'd be my guess of who I thought would be in it.
They mentioned him, and I thought it was like a slam dunk, but like Ben Affleck as Daredevil.
Yeah. Dead. Heck yeah.
I will always go down as like, F me, I enjoyed that movie. I really liked that movie.
I mean, you could also say at least one of the other Fantastic Four, besides just Johnny. But the way it was, I'm glad it made sense. It was just Johnny.
Yeah.
does? Okay.
You thought someone else should have been there with him, or if you think
I think
Or
I think
who would actually kind of still be alive?
Jessica
This X-Men-
Alba,
Reed Richards?
Right. Like I would say like Sue Storm maybe, like disappear and try to get out of there when times got rough.
Oh God,
Maybe.
what is the guy who played the Thing from the Shield? I can't think of his name.
Wasn't it like
I can't remember his name.
Why am I thinking Ian? It's not Ian. He don't look like an Ian.
I remember
I
what they
know
called it.
actors' names, so I cannot remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did all y'all already say who y'all was surprised that was not in the movie?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with
Kev
mine.
went Jean. I went Daredevil.
Okay.
I went all the X-Men.
Gotcha.
Larry.
Yeah.
Larry, I knew you were really hoping the Eternals would show up in this movie.
No, he doesn't get that until we get to the next movie
bro.
that busts his theory.
To piggyback off of this, I gotta try and salvage this, Larry.
Sorry,
I
Larry.
promise. Larry, I love you, baby. I'm going to salvage this. I promise.
It's all right. He's still wrong. though.
What was everybody's favorite cameo in this movie?
I mean, Johnny Storm for me because
Yeah.
I called it. That and Gambit. I just love when it's funny when Gambit started talking. When he started talking, I literally went to George. I was like, "Damn, his accent is rough." And the second I say that, all you see is Deadpool. Who the hell is your dialect coach? The Minions?
Yeah, I gotta go with my favorite cameo being Blade, but man, seeing what's his Channing Tatum as Gambit was amazing.
I mean, you gotta say Henry Cavill, the one that we never thought that would happen.
Yeah, that was funny and all, but
I said it just feels right. We will definitely take care of you better than the other guys down the street.
Because when they started walking into the building, it was Elektra came out, and then it was
Blade, and
it was Blade. Yeah, and I was like, no effing way! It's flipping Blade. It's Wesley Snipes. Somebody make sure he's paying extra taxes right now, just in case.
Technically, the only two. The only two cameos we knew were coming were X-23 because of the X-23 because of the trailers and Elektra.
Yeah,
those were the only two we knew that they were showing up.
Yo, they kept Blade a hush hush. Oh my god, secret. Like no, like I didn't hear anything or see anything at all mentioning Blade.
I think they kind of gave it away because they said that he's coming back as Blade. And yeah, he's coming back as Blade for the movie, but I think the way they said it was more of he's coming back. And they kind of are he's already been playing the part. So I think they kind of gave it away, but nobody picked up on
it. To me, Blade before X-Men started the Marvel, not only Marvel movies, but it ushered in the new generation of comic book movies before anything. And it was nice to see that kind of get paid tribute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they didn't do more of a thing with that. And had Ryan be like, "Hey, I remember that guy," but I don't think he wants to admit that he was in that movie.
On a personal note too, we were at the Chamonix Mall, and I saw the original Blade opening weekend with my dad and my old best friend, this guy Chris, and it was probably in the same exact theater, and I kind of got the feel seeing Blade show up on screen in the theater where I saw it, and it all started from, and that kind of hit me.
That was crazy. Full circle, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Larry, you never said what yours was.
What, my favorite cameo?
Yeah.
Only because I'm a fan. It has to be X-23. I'm a fan. I like I'm
Yeah.
so excited for that young lady and what she's able to do in with that character. I mean, what she did for Logan, and Logan was absolutely amazing. In my opinion, she made the movie. The story was one thing, but her fierceness, that was it for me. And that's why I kind of wish we had more of it in this movie. But I'm happy that in all actuality, they kind of held back a little bit when it comes to everything, because I think they're going to just here you go, let go, child, go, and she's
Yeah, I'm sure if Kevin Feige asked her, like, hey, do you want to come back as a full-time X-23, if we have plans for you,
I'm sure she is.
I guarantee she would say yes.
There's such a great possibility. There's such a great possibility.
Who's to say she ain't gonna show up in Secret Wars?
Who's to say, is she too old for the Young Avengers?
No, she's not.
If you can get her in the Young Avengers,
I don't think she fits the Young Avengers, though.
Where's my wallet? Where the hell's
Exactly.
my wallet?
Kev's excited.
Hold on, let me look at the goddamn wallet. Oh, it's on the floor, though.
Did your pocket?
Just take it. Just take
all of
it. Take it. Just take it. You got it. You got my money. God damn it, Marvel. You got my friggin' money. Once again, you got my money.
There's somebody that actually made the movie that I don't know if y'all guys actually caught on. I actually got someone to tell me about it today, and I was like, okay, I got to go back and just verify this. And I'm trying to find it while y'all guys are talking. So forgive me with my quietness, because I'm trying to find this, because this was major. And I know this one right here. Yeah, we'll be all excited about it. Was that a pause moment again?
Yeah.
There's been much of it.
You mind if I take over?
This is
and give
going to
another...
be the R-rated Geeks at the Nerd Table.
So while you're doing that, Larry, there's one other thing I gotta say, and I feel like I'll be remiss if I didn't say it.
Please.
Another nostalgic hit me in the heart kind of feels was when they did hype up that Sabretooth and Wolverine fight. Me, my dad, and my brother saw X-Men opening weekend at that movie theater, and we left that movie theater. Me and my brother were talking and hyped about oh my god, they're gonna get into the backstory of Wolverine and Sabretooth, and they're gonna fight. They hate each other. They're gonna do all this stuff. And my dad was like, I don't know anything about that, guys, but I thought they were really cool characters. And he's not here, but I'm glad I got to see the conclusion to that battle finally after 20-something years.
I mean, that was such an intense. That was awesome. And I'm so happy that it was quick, because I don't know of a comic that Wolverine actually does kill him.
Ultimate X-Men, I believe.
In Ultimate X-Men, he does kill off.
I believe
Sabretooth?
I believe he tries to. Sabretooth is trying to drown Wolverine, and he says something along the lines of let's see how fast you can regenerate brain cells. And then Wolverine turns around and just cuts off his head.
Okay.
But I wasn't sure if that actually killed him. He just cut off his head.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I mean, they both have regenerative abilities, and if you put their head back on, they're gonna regenerate. That's always been the trope with Wolverine and Sabretooth and anyone that has regenerative abilities, including Deadpool. You can cut pieces, but you have to incinerate all those pieces.
I'm surprised we didn't get what is his name? Liev Schreiberman, who played Wolverine or played Sabretooth in the first Wolverine movie, which I thought he was really good. He didn't have the physique to play Sabretooth, but I thought he was a really kind of menacing character.
Yeah.
They brought back majority of the villains from the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they picked and chose which ones if there was multiple.
They even brought Blob back.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was rewatching that movie too.
I haven't watched it in probably since I rented it from Blockbuster.
Oh,
Blockbuster, love Blockbuster.
But like, yeah, that was the one where they had they took away Deadpool's mouth, right? It was
yes,
Yeah.
that was the movie.
and they were
Yeah.
fighting on top of like a nuclear
the
thing
nuclear
at the end.
silo.
Yeah.
Fun fact: the Gambit from that movie, it was actually supposed to be Channing Tatum.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was busy doing GI Joe and something else, so they had to recast him.
So how do you guys feel about Gambit's costume in live action? Like that was one for one
It
creation.
looked great.
It did.
It looked great.
I thought I like that. I thought it looked great. I just really question the accent. I wonder if they made the accent stupid on purpose. Like, I don't want to knock Channing. I don't want to say he couldn't get the accent right. I think they played that. I think they set it up so that you would have the line of who is this guy? He sounds like an imbecile. I thought they were setting that up.
Yeah.
But seeing him fight and seeing him
all
throw the
the-
cards.
all the suits were great. I mean, even the Wolverine one when he turned, he got he had no sleeves on, he had the mask on. That all looked great, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Did you find
this
it,
is where I
Larry?
was- nothing confirmed, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there into the atmosphere. And next time we have another pod, we'll go ahead and confirm it. So supposedly, besides the scene that we had with Deadpool, supposedly, here's the rumor, that there was a Spider-Man in the movie. So supposedly one of the 3 Spider-Man characters or actors was actually one of the Deadpools that was there.
That makes sense.
Really interesting.
And supposedly his name is actually in the credits.
Oh, we're gonna
And
have to
that's
confirm this.
Absolutely. And it's Mr. Garfield. So we have to go and double check.
Well,
but it was so many Deadpools there. And I just got finished going through a whole
The only
bunch
way
of-
you're gonna know that is he has to say something.
or
So,
if his name
really,
if his name is actually on the credits, then just like for example, what was confirmed for sure, I just read it. Cowboy Pool. Do you know who voiced him?
yeah, it's
Oh,
all
it's
right,
called-
all right, all right.
Oh
Yeah,
Mr.
Matthew
yeah.
McConaughey. So there's those names are there, and so we just got to just confirm it. We'll do that for later. I was hoping I was able to find it, but I wasn't able to.
it was confirmed in the credits because I was paying attention to it. Blake Lively was Lady Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
We all knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Which
We knew that was coming.
going by long-term rumors on that too, for a
It was
while.
Taylor
it was-
Swift.
Exactly, or she was going to play Dazzler. Which
Yeah, we did not get Dazzler at all.
Nope.
Thank God.
I wonder if it's a
Really don't want to see it.
Dazzler's great.
Dazzler's great, but I don't feel like Dazzler would have fit in this movie.
That's why I wonder if there's what the extended cut has. If there'll be an extended cut,
Ooh, that's where I may see my Cyclops.
maybe.
See a
Maybe,
vicious
yeah.
Cyclops. May get my scene that I want. Let him fall from the ground. Okay.
I don't think
Anyway.
you're getting that scene because if they had that scene in there, they totally would have kept that in. I think you're going to get a terrible scene, and that's why they cut it.
Yeah, I think that would make sense. All right, so
Now-
look, go ahead.
How do we feel about the villain? I thought she was pretty rad. She was
I
kind
thought she
of
was too.
not exactly
Interesting.
one-dimensional. Yeah.
She was okay.
Yeah, interesting.
She was
Okay.
menacing.
Yeah,
But-
her powers were pretty cool. But her kind of getting strapped to the machine at the end and not being able to do anything was kind of lame. But Oh God, what was her name?
It had to end somehow.
What's her name?
I'm totally blanking on her name.
Yeah.
She's Xavier's
Cassandra Nova.
twin.
Cassandra Nova. I wanted to
Yeah.
say Proxima Midnight, but yeah, Cassandra Nova.
Huh?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, it's not right.
Where the hell did you get that from? That's probably some DC comic that everyone.
No, isn't Proxima Midnight one of Thanos' girls?
I don't know.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
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 But yeah, I thought she was rad.
Yeah.
And very menacing.
Extremely.
Mhm.
But here's my question: Is who's the real bad guy in this movie?
TVA.
Technically, Paradox.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's his name. Yeah, Paradox.
Yeah. That made it so
Nova.
great. It's like, all right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nova. It's totally Nova. She's the real bad guy.
She's the muscle.
Yeah.
I think she
The
was
real
actually all along the bad guy, but you have the red herring of Paradox, and Paradox is the beard. You know, he's the one that's up front that like everyone's like, oh yeah, he's just lower level management in TBA that has grandiose vision, and she's actually manipulating him. Because at the end, you literally get her like, wait, you've been doing something that I didn't know about. Like,
I have the real bad guy in this whole entire movie was Kang. Because Kang gave her the freedom to do what she wanted out there in the Badlands for her to feel like she was good to do whatever she wanted. It's all because of Kane. Y'all think he gone?
He gone.
He gone.
Cut to the beginning of Doomsday. Dr. Doom's gonna go into the Council of Kang and wipe everybody out.
Like, oh, he dead. Yeah, he did. He did.
He did. Yeah, he did.
All right. Any last statements about the movie before we go ahead and close out this episode?
Where does this go in your MCU rankings? Is it in your top? Is it in your top 5? Is it top 10? You have to give me the
Best
whole
rated
thing.
R. It's the best rated R Marvel movie.
yes.
Is it in your top 5 or is it top 10 all the time? You have to give me numbers to say yes or no.
Top 10. Yes.
Maybe
Yeah,
top
easy.
10.
Maybe top 10. I don't think
Top
it breaks
10,
top
yes.
5.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
think it
it's
breaks
in my
top 5.
I say it's in my top 5.
It's pretty close. If not 5.
Yeah, I said it.
I never want to see a movie done like this again, though. I don't think you can
Yeah.
capture this again.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go back and do this. But
The only other movie I want to see like this is an X-Force movie. A true, X-Men, X-Force movie.
yeah, no, I'm just talking like I don't want to see cameo train again and getting like fan service, which
True. Yeah. The amount of fan service.
yeah.
Mm.
So,
But yeah, it's
all right,
I'll put
Kev,
it comfortably at 6.
but 6. Wow, that's high. Okay, Kev, look, you said it's in your top 5. Just real quick, because you thought about this.
I have.
Give me your top 5 then. And don't have to be in canonical order.
No particular order. Deadpool,
No
Wolverine.
order.
Deadpool, Wolverine. Yeah.
No Way Home.
Yes, No Way Home. The first Avengers. Winter Soldier.
Mhm.
Infinity War.
Wow. So it passes Endgame.
Yes.
It passes. Here we go. It passes Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yes.
Wow.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is now my 6.
I don't think it passes Guardians 1 for me.
It passes Homecoming for you?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I would for me too. To be honest with you.
Just the pure Spider-Man enthusiast that I know Kev is. I thought Homecoming would be higher on his list than,
It's not even in my top 10. I don't think.
Really? Interesting.
That's very interesting. Okay. Any last things that you guys want to go ahead and mention again before we go ahead and close this out?
Anybody got their favorite Easter egg in there? I've seen some lists saying over 100 Easter eggs. I've seen one list saying 217 Easter eggs. And one Easter egg is quite intriguing to me. And I clocked it immediately, but I didn't clock the ramifications of the entire setting of it.
Dude, you're going to have to give that one to me because I have no idea what you're talking about. And here's the thing, and me personally, Easter eggs, I usually don't see them in the first shot. You know what I mean? In the very first viewing, I can't. I usually don't. I'm so with everything I pay to no mind.
The one that I clocked is in. There's like 50 in Happy's office, but the one I clocked is the Iron Man helmet that is in front of a picture. Now that picture has been confirmed to be the same picture that Iron Man is looking at and realizes I got to flip everything over to come up with the way of time travel and everything. And that picture is between him and Peter Parker. So the ramifications of it, as I've seen, is that helmet is the kid in the first Iron Man movie that he protects and saves. That's the helmet. But the ramifications is literally linking and saying that is Spider-Man. That was cool. Peter Parker then in that movie. And that's why they have the helmet in front of, you can only see Tony Stark. You can't see the other half of the picture, but that's why the helmet's sitting there. So it's like a super deep cut Easter egg that's like cool, confirming something that everybody has seen. And I definitely clocked the helmet and was like, oh, okay, that's really cool. There's tons of stuff in there that's insane. Just all in the background. And I clocked maybe half of it. But anybody clock an Easter egg that they thought was awesome?
I clocked 5 in that one office. Other than that, I was just...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
so we gotta watch the Spider-Man one.
Yeah. You gotta watch 3 more times in order for us to catch it. I did think it was pretty cool. Actually, the one Easter egg that I did see. Did you notice that the meme of Deadpool wearing, like it was a meme that went out there when it was Endgame, of Deadpool saying he's an Avenger and he had on the white suit that they all traveled in time with. That Deadpool was in the midst of all the rest of the Deadpools.
Was he? Because I didn't exactly clock that. That looked like the Celtic Deadpool.
Was many Deadpools.
Yeah,
that would be a good thing to get the whole shot. I heard there on the side of the bus there's an advertisement for like Stanley's subs or something like that. Stanley's sandwiches.
Totally missed that.
So I want to take a closer look at that.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a question for you.
God.
It's a really important question.
Oh God.
Why was Thor crying?
Not because of Deadpool.
Because it's a damn shame what they did to Thor.
How that line just rings so strong right now. Long story, guys. We explained that story. Did we already explain that story? Okay. Well, if anything, we're not going to do it tonight. It's over. All right. So, look. Since there's nothing else for us, well, there's a whole lot more that we can actually talk about, but we don't want to have y'all watching an hour and a half long podcast. So let's go ahead and end this thing off right now. Let's give our last remarks. Mike, you're first, bro.
It was nice seeing a comic book movie live up to the hype for once. Well, for first time in a while for me, really, since I think the Batman. And check out the stuff we have online on Instagram. In there, check out my personal one at Not One Cents Boat. Doing stuff on there that doesn't quite fit the Geeks at the Nerd Table squad. So, see ya.
Wolverine, baby. I'm excited for Wolverine. It was fantastic. I just want to see the ramifications and talking about it and see where it goes. There's so much coming out and coming up, but I'm excited to see where it goes.
I mean, it lived up to every hype, and I enjoyed every minute of it. But I just can't. I need to go see it again. Any of you guys busy? Any of you guys free this weekend? 'Cause, I need to go.
It'll be arranged.
All right, bet.
As always, guys, thank y'all guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate every single one of y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's how the channel grows. That's how the conversation continues. And yeah, that is it from G&T crew to you. God bless you all.
Welcome back, Kev.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. I have risen, baby girl.
And goodbye.